our lesson on dilution. So lesson number 6, dilution. Everyone has probably come across this in their life. Diluting something is taking a concentrated solution and adding more solvent or water to it to dilute how concentrated it is. So the concentration solution is C1 V1 equals C2 V2. So if you notice, this looks very similar to this law, Boyle's law, but it's just talking about how there's a relationship between concentrations in volume when you're dealing with one substance. So from this, we go back a step and we look at our equation. C1 V1 is going to be equal to N, or C times V is going to equal to N. So what we're saying here is N is now our constant, and that's going to equal C2 V2. So what it's referring to there is saying that our number of moles is not changing in this substance, in this experiment or procedure. We're not changing the number of moles, we're just changing either our volume or our concentration as a result. So our breakdown of our variables, C1 is initial concentration, and that's in moles per liter. V1, initial volume, which is in liters. I can write my else. There we go. C2 and V2, if you can guess it, it's our final concentration, which again is in moles per liter, and our final volume, which is in liters. So we notice our units stay the same. I recommend using these moles per liter and liters, so we're just making sure our things cancel out. But this is the same as when we had Boyle's law, and Charles' law and Gay-Lussac's law. The units per liters, as long as the ones that you're getting rid of, so like see you're solving for V2, and it's C1 V1 divided by C2. Well, we want our units of C1 and C2 to cancel out, so we get whatever our units for volume are. So if this is in milliliters, that's all you really need. Okay. So just look at a couple questions here. So what volume of 12.1 moles per liter of hydrochloric acid is needed to make 300 milliliters of 1.25 moles per liter solution? So this, if we have a known concentration of something, this is called a stock solution. Okay, so stock solution is a set known concentration. So the stock solution will come up when we start looking at procedures of how to make a solution, but would be our stock solution. It's something we're starting from. So we have our stock solution has a concentration of 12.1 moles per liter, and it's asking what volume. Okay, so that's where we have to figure out what volume is it talking about here. Is needed to make 300 milliliters of 1.25 moles per liter. So V1 is our unknown. We don't know how much this stock solution we need, but we want to make a concentration of 1.25 moles per liter and a volume of that a volume of 300 milliliters. So when we're doing this, we can change this to liters, but in the same time, we don't need to, okay? The more important thing is knowing that our concentrations are the same and they cancel each other out. So unless it specifically asks you to give me my final volume in liters, you only need it in milliliters here. So we start with our, we have C1V1 equals C2V2. And we're going to solve for V1. So we rearrange our formula, divide both sides by C1, and we get, this is our new formula. Now we just take our values, start putting it in. C2 is 1.25 moles per liter, and we're timing that times 300 milliliters, and we divide that by our initial concentration of 12.1 moles per liter. So that's going to give us a V1, or how much initial stock solution we need, of 31.0 milliliters. Okay, so notice how my units, I carried my units down here, so I have milliliters. This one cancels out this one, so I'm left with milliliters, so that's how much I have left here. So that's my V1. So that's how much volume I need of HCl stock solution. And we box our final answer. And there we go. Okay. So that is how we get that. One other thing that can be asked of you is, and this is where you got to pay attention. So it says, what volume of this? Well, we can ask, how much water do you need to add to get to this? That could be another sneaky thing that can be asked for these questions. So if it was how much water, well, we'd start with we would just do our change in volume. So if it asks for how much water was added, you would do our delta V, which is our change in volume, which is V2 minus V1. So that's 300 milliliters minus what we found, 31.0 milliliters. And that's going to give us a change in volume, or volume that we're adding, of 269 milliliters. So that's another thing they can ask you is, how much water did you need to add, or how much was taken out? Just pay attention to what they're asking in those questions. Yeah, let's just do another question here. So these are pretty straightforward. What is the concentration of the solution if 25 milliliters of 2 moles per liter sodium chloride is diluted to a new volume of 125 milliliters? So start and write out what we know. We have an initial volume, 25 milliliters. We have an initial concentration of 2.0 moles per liter of sodium chloride, the compound that we're dealing with. And we want to know what is the new concentration after we dilute it to a new volume of 125 milliliters. So notice it's saying dilute to a new volume. It's not saying adding 125 milliliters. So we get C1V1 equals C2V2. And we solve for C2. We get C2 there. So put our values in. We have our concentration of 2. What happened there? 2 moles per liter times our volume of 25 milliliters. And okay, so just or let's put in this last value here. 125 milliliters is on the bottom. So if we start going through this and we say, okay, well, you said you had to be in liters, and it's like the units just have to cancel them each other out proportional. Because if you change this to liters, well, you're going to have 0.025 liters and 0.125 liters. The ratio created between these two is still going to be the exact same. So as long as you have the units canceling out, and we see milliliters over milliliters, they cancel each other out. We're left with our concentration of moles per liter. We get our final concentration of math, 0.4 0.4 0.00 moles per liter. Let's check my sig data. Got 333. So 0.4 moles per liter is my final concentration. I should be even more specific of NaCl. Sodium chloride. There is my concentration of sodium chloride. So